We just talked to you yesterday about possible charges for the other three. They have also now been charged. Your reaction?
Well, as you can see, they're upping the charge to second-degree murder. And the second-degree murder charge means that he intended the killing at some point. So second-degree murder in Minnesota means that there was a use of force and they intended to cause bodily harm, serious bodily harm, and during it someone died. And with knowledge that that's a high possibility, that's second-degree murder. That's what they charged him with. They're also going to charge the others, as we discussed yesterday. They're going to discuss them with aiding and assisting that. But at some point, those officers saw the distress, they saw the serious problems here, and they did nothing. And that their presence, standing there armed, preventing anybody from stopping it, not stopping it themselves, assisted that and allowed that murder to happen.
And that really speaks to the whole timing issue that we talked about yesterday, that this wasn't something that was a heat of the moment or happened in 30 seconds. This went on for almost 9 minutes. So we had talked about what kind of argument could be made from the defense side, that you didn't realize what was happening, couldn't see what was happening. And then you also had Mr. Floyd, who was saying, I can't breathe, so repeatedly. So that it sort of eliminated the I didn't know what was going on in the middle of all of this.
Well, of course, in a trial, the defense attorneys are going to come up with every defense and any defense that they can. It's a real tough one, though, for the defense, I believe. It's going to be very difficult to get any sympathy for the officer here. And like I said, everything was videotaped. Their body cams were on. We haven't seen those yet. But what is really going to be difficult for all of them to overcome is people saying there's no pulse, and the time at which they said there's no pulse. He's not breathing anymore. And you can watch the progression from a very, lively man on the ground with the knee cutting off the air to prone and, absolutely lifeless. And they continue to stand there nonchalantly. I just don't see how easy that is going to be to defend. And this seems like clearly the appropriate charge. I think, honestly, the county attorney that had it in Minneapolis was way over his pay grade and way over his head. I think Keith Ellison did a great job, took a look at this and said, wait, this has to go up, and these other officers have to be charged. Interestingly, had the case stayed with the county attorney and stayed as a third-degree murder there in Minnesota, he probably would have won the case, the officer, on the third-degree murder. And the reason is third-degree in Minnesota actually requires more than one person to be the intended recipient of harm. Third-degree murder is when you shoot into a room filled with people. So that you intend to harm more than one.
Okay, and just quickly, you said way over his pay grade when you're talking about the county attorney, and again, we're short on time, so just quickly, they're still looking at the same law, both the person that eventually came up with these charges and the county attorney, so law's still the same.
So when I say over his pay grade, that's a nice way of saying he is not competent to handle this, clearly. And, in Minneapolis, the police union there is led by a very powerful individual who has, expressed very strong, I would say, not racist, but very strong words for many years that are very favorable to police and very derogatory against protesters and against members of the African American community.
And just wasn't willing to go up against that. Well, thank you for jumping in with us quickly and joining this discussion as we have these breaking developments. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.